Hello and welcome to day 2 of the 2022 YMCA Bronze Swimming Championships here at the Witherspoon Pool at Princeton Middle School in Princeton, New Jersey. We had a lot of great swimming yesterday in day 1. Today we're starting with the 12 and unders and the 13 overs a little bit later. You're watching the 12 and under session. While we're here, don't forget to go check out the interview I had with Graham yesterday after the conclusion of yesterday's swimming, where we talked about how the day went, about a lot about commitment and what it takes to move on to that next level as we head towards silvers next weekend at GCIT, live here on Live Site Productions. Let's run through the session, see what we got cooking. We have the 100 individual medley, the 50 butterfly, the 100 freestyle, the 50 backstroke, the 100 breaststroke, the 2 free, and the 200 freestyle relay. We got 9 10s, 11 12s, 2 different divisions here, all bronze swimmers trying to move up in those ranks into silvers, maybe even states if they get there. We will be getting started momentarily. We got some athletes getting ready to get marshaled, and if I look over and come on in. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to get notified whenever we go live or upload content on our YouTube channel. Sit tight. We'll be getting started momentarily. Our athletes are making their way behind the block. Our first event today, the girls 9-10 100-yard individual medley. IM for short, butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle, in that order. 1 lap of each, heat 1. In Heat 1, Lane 3, Ava Permabita from Ridgewood. In Lane 4, Zainab Khan from Merton Valley. And in Lane 5, Anya Nadakarni from Ridgewood. Touching in first in this heat, and then lane 3 will be Ava Paramabita from Ridgewood. As a reminder, everyone, scoreboard times that you are seeing are unofficial. Heat 2. In lane 1, Avika Pandey from Raritan Valley. In lane 2, Ashley Hu from West Essex. In lane 3, Helen Askelson from Raritan Valley. In lane 4, Lindy Chen from Lakeland Hills. In lane 5, Emma Zhao from Ridgewood. In lane 6, Peyton Smith from Randolph. In lane 7, Hannah Kaplan from Raritan Valley. And in lane 8, Stella Samahano from Lakeland Hills. I'm gonna... This is the third and final heat of the girls 9-10 100 IM. In lane 1, Maya Merrick from Lakeland Hills. Lane 2, Caroline Compton from Raritan Valley. Lane 3, Caroline Kopatak from West Essex. In lane 4, Jordan Ayers from Raritan Valley. In lane 5, Kenzie Foster from Lakeland Hills. In lane 6, Karen DeVoe from Randolph. In lane 7, Isabella Diaz from Raritan Valley. And in lane 8, Pia Gamiri from Ridgewood. Your silver qualifying time in this event, 1:25:59. Again, if you're just joining us here, we are live at the 2022 YMCA Bronze Championship West Region at the Princeton Middle School, Witherspoon Pool. This meet hosted by Ridgewood YMCA. And touching in first will be lane 8, 1:25:60. Ooh, 0.01 off that silver time. This is Heat 1 of the boys 9-10 100-yard individual medley. In Heat 1, Lane 3, Kingsley Zhu from Lakeland Hills. Lane 4, Jack O'Connell from Raritan Valley. And Lane 5, Felipe Gonzalez from Raritan Valley. This is Heat 2 of the boys 9-10 100 IM. In Lane 1, David Knoll from Randolph. In Lane 2, Aiton Gakamak from Raritan Valley. In Lane 3, Sam Herbst from West Essex. Lane 4, Ojaswin Sharma from Raritan Valley. In Lane 5, Leo Lee from Raritan Valley. In Lane 6, Sean Midland from West Essex. In Lane 7, Hugo Leon from Randolph. Touching in first in lane 3 with a time of 1:34.04, Sam Herbst. This is heat 3 of the boys 910 100-yard IM. Heat 3, Lane 1, Anthony Multari from Hamilton. Lane 2, Declan Roth-Zappo from Raritan Valley. In Lane 3, London Mater from Ridgewood. In Lane 4, John Schlitt from Lakeland Hills. Lane 5, Matthew Chapman from Randolph. Lane 6, Justin Bergen from Randolph. In Lane 7, Gotham Ranawira from Raritan Valley. And in Lane 8, Jonathan Kim from Ridgewood. Touching in first in lane 4 and time of 1:31.92, John Schlitt. This is the fourth and final heat of the boys 910 100-yard individual medley. In lane 1, Colton Ballag from Hamilton. Lane 2, Aiden Lee from Ridgewood. In lane 3, Shane Nelson from Randolph. Lane 4, Nick Albus from Lakeland Hills. Lane 5, Hunter Mikas from Randolph. In lane 6, Alexander Maliev from Raritan Valley. In lane 7, Talon Green from Randolph. And lane 8, Aiden Zhu from Lakeland Hills. Your lanes as you're watching them, top to bottom / left to right, is 1 to 8. 1 on the left. Be on 8 on the right. You can also see there the blocks are numbered from this camera angle. I want to thank you all for joining us again, and please, to help our channel grow, please head to and click the subscribe button. You can get 2 of them. One of them on the player itself you're watching in the bottom right hand corner, and there is one underneath the player if you're on the web page. It really helps channels like ours grow, and we can build more content for you with that growth. Lane 4 coming to the wall, 1:26.80. Qualifying for silvers will be Nick Albus from Lakeland Hills. We will see you next weekend at GCIT live here on Live Site Productions. Up next is the first of 4 heats of the girls 11-12 100-yard individual medley. In Heat 1, Lane 2, Mia Dimitrowski from Ridgewood. Lane 3, Gabby Pagan from Merritton Valley. Lane 4, Caitlin Wilmot from Lakeland Hills. Out to a strong lead in the fly, Lane 5, Ella Bowen from Lakeland Hills. And in Lane 6, Emma Addison from Randolph. (1:15:37). That is a silver qualifying time out of the first heat. Ella Bohan, Lakeland Hills. Nice job. This is heat 2 of the girls 11-12, 100 IM. In Lane 1, Rory Grace Thompson from West Essex. Lane 2, Tyler Parkins from Lakeland Hills. In Lane 3, Jana Coriolis from MLY Phoenix. Lane 4, Avani Gupta from Merritton Valley. In Lane 5, Reagan Maida from Hamilton. In Lane 6, Tessa Milando from Randolph. In Lane 7, Ariel Tamir Hohen from West Essex. And in Lane 8, Rachel Kaplan from Merritton Valley. Touching in first in Lane 3 with a time of 1:20:68, Jana Coriolis from MLY Phoenix. Up next, Heat 3 of the girls 11-12, 100 IM. In Lane 1, Cedar Boyd from Merritton Valley. Lane 2, Navi Knoll from Randolph. Lane 3, Isabella DeGabriel from Ridgewood. Lane 4, Haley Coe from West Essex. And Lane 5, Layla Dunstan from West Essex. In Lane 6, Maddie Carley from Ridgewood. In Lane 7, Samaya Bovil from Ridgewood. And Lane 8, Madden Chamau from Randolph. Again, your silver qualifying time, 1:15:39. We had an athlete, Ella Bowen, in the first heat qualify for silvers. Go. Oh. This is the fourth and final heat of the girls 11-12 100 IM. In lane 1, Allison Chang from Merchant Valley. Her teammates in 2, 3, 4, and 5, Brianna Zhang, Madeline Keegan, Anya Sridhar, and Constanza Durantes. In lane 6, Elena Kavney, from MLY Phoenix. In lane 7, Nika Zenia from Hamilton Y. And in lane 8, Angelica Sandoval from Randolph. Up next, the boys 11-12 100 yard IM, Heat 1. In lane 3, Nayan Nalyanda from Ridgewood. All right, apologies everybody. We had a minor technical difficulty, but we are back. This is Heat 1 of the boys 9-10 100 yard IM finishing up. Sorry, Heat 3, of the boys 9-10 100 IM. In this fourth heat, lane 1, Caleb Murphy from Merritton Valley. Lane 2, William Ganal from Ridgewood. Lane 3, Jason Hubler from MLY Phoenix. Lane 4, Caleb Mendez from Merritton Valley. Lane 5, Johnny DeMasica from Merritton Valley. In lane 6, William Lockie from Merritton Valley. In lane 7, Chris Maith from Ridgewood. And lane 8, Soham Patel from Merritton Valley. This is heat 1 of the girls, 9:10 50 fly. In lane 3, Amelia Keat from MOY Phoenix. Lane 4, Melly Izanowski from Randolph. And lane 5, Joy Sun from Ridgewood. Heat 2 of the girls, 9:10 50-yard fly. In lane 1, Gabby Campbell from Randolph. Lane 2, Sophia Kment from Randolph. Lane 3, Emily Yu from Ridgewood. Lane 4, Grace Harahy from Ridgewood. In lane 5, Mackenzie Atkins from Randolph. Lane 6, Naomi Akakpo, from West Essex. And in lane 7, Kaylee Smith from Raritan Valley. This is heat 3 of the girls, 9:10 50 fly. In lane 1, Helen Askelson. In lane 2, Zainab Khan from Raritan Valley. In lane 3, Lindsay Chen from Lakeland Hills. In lane 4, Zoe Saunders from Raritan Valley. In lane 5, Avika Pandey from Raritan Valley. In lane 6, Chloe Ma from Ridgewood. Lane 7, Sophia Sagio Lapanin from Randolph. And in lane 8, Avia Kumar from Raritan Valley. This is heat 4 of the girls' 9:10 50-yard fly. In lane 1, Karen DeVoe from Randolph. Lane 2, Ella Ninal from Raritan Valley. In lane 3, Kenzie Foster from Lakeland Hills. Lane 4, Jordan Ayers from Raritan Valley. In lane 5, Morgan Sadaka from Ridgewood. Lane 6, Isabella Diaz from Raritan Valley. In lane 7, Emma Zhao from Ridgewood. And lane 8, Harper Doms from Lakeland Hills. Your silver qualifying time in this event, 39.89. Swimmer in lane 4, 5, and 2, all qualifying for silvers. Jordan Ayers, Morgan Sadaka, and Ella Ninal. Up next, we have the boys 9:10 50 fly, heat 1. In lane 3, Aiden Colon from Raritan Valley. Lane 4, Joshua Boone from MOY Phoenix. And lane 5, James Dang from Raritan Valley. Up next, we have Heat 2 of the boys 9-10 50 fly. In Heat 2, Lane 1, Hugo Durantes from Raritan Valley. In Lane 2, Sean Midland from West Essex. In Lane 3, Marcus Bunzendahl from Lakeland Hills. Lane 4, Justin Fryer from Raritan Valley. In Lane 5, Dylan Leitner from Lakeland Hills. Lane 6, Aiden Zhu from Lakeland Hills. In Lane 7, David Kishnernan from Ridgewood. And in Lane 8, Jaswin Sharma from Raritan Valley. This is the third and final heat of the boys 9-10 50 fly. In Lane 1, Jay Fairchild from Ridgewood. Lane 2, Jacob Arocho from Raritan Valley. In lanes 3, 4, and 5, all from Randolph, Shane Nelson, Hunter Mikas, and Jaden Pineda. In lane 6, David Kim from Ridgewood. Lane 7, Daniel Lee from Ridgewood. And lane 8, Surya Yanamula from Randolph. Your silver qualifying time in this event, 41:39. Para swimmers in lanes 4 and 5, Hunter Mikas and Jaden Pineda both qualifying for silvers. Up next, we have the girls 11-12 50 fly heat 1. This is the first of 6 heats. In lane 3, Annika Agshaker from Raritan Valley. In lane 4, Amelia Williams from Randolph. And in lane 5, Adrian Patino from Raritan Valley. Moving on to heat 2 of the girls 11-12 50 fly. In heat 2 of the 11-12 girls 50 fly, lane 2, Mia Saunders from Raritan Valley. Her teammate in lane 3, Naya Patel. In lane 4, Kara Casey from Ridgewood. In lane 5, Coral DeStefano from Raritan Valley. In lane 6 and 7, a pair of athletes from Ridgewood, Caroline Keating and Mia Dimitrowski. Touching in first in lane 5 for the time of 42.27, Coral DeStefano. Up next, stepping onto the blocks, Heat 3 of the girls 11-12 50-yard butterfly. In lane 1, Maris Koza from Lakeland Hills. Lane 2, Rory Grace Thompson from West Essex. Lane 3, Abby Tatagrain from Raritan Valley. In lane 4, Grace Moran from West Essex. In lane 5, Kaya Zebit from Randolph. In lane 6, Emily Gallen from Raritan Valley. In lane 7 and 8, both from Randolph, Emma Addison and Grace Flynn. Touching in first in lane 5, Kaya Zibit. The time of 38.27. Heat 4 on the blocks. In lane 1, Naomi Raffelin from West Essex. Lane 2, Tessa Malondo from Randolph. Lane 3, Emily Cuven from Randolph. In lane 4, Reagan Maida from Hamilton Y. In lane 5, Jana Coriolis from MLY Phoenix. In lane 6, Cedar Boyd from Raritan Valley. In lane 7, Ariel Tamir Hohen from West Essex. And in lane 8, Navi Knoll from Randolph. Heat 5 now of the girls 11-12 50 fly. Lane 1, Isabella DeGabriel from Ridgewood. Lane 2, Angelica Sandoval from Randolph. Lane 3, Ella Bowen from Lakeland Hills. Lane 4, Ava Sahawal from Lakeland Hills. In lane 5, Kara Chang from Hamilton Y. Lane 6, Nika Xenia from Hamilton Y. In lane 7, Elizabeth Barnard from Lakeland Hills. And lane 8, Alexandra Mazarigos from Hamilton. Touching in first in lane 7, well under the silver qualifying time of 33.59, going 32.80, Elizabeth Barnard. This is the 6th and final heat of the girls 11-12 50 fly. In lane 1, Elena Kavney from MLY Phoenix. Lane 2, Patricia Koo from Hamilton. 3, Haley Coe from West Essex. Lane 4, Reese Nelson from Randolph. In lane 5, Giselle Rosa from Raritan Valley. In lane 6, Anya Shridhar from Raritan Valley. In lane 7, Allison Chen from Raritan Valley. And lane 8, Edith Wong from West Essex. Your winner out of lane 3, Haley Coe. This is heat 1 of 2 of the boys 11-12 50-yard butterfly. In lane 1, Param Shukla from Raritan Valley. Lane 2, Joshua Kishnernan from Randolph. From Ridgewood, excuse me. Lane 3, Jake Sable from Randolph. Lane 4, Wesley Richardson from Ridgewood. In lane 5, Rishi Shaw from West Essex. Lane 6, Soria Mazel from Randolph. And lane 7, Nayan Nalayanda from Ridgewood. This is heat 2 of the boys 11-12 50 fly. In lane 1, David Chung from Ridgewood. Lane 2, Martin Sarkani from West Essex. In lane 3, Wayne Canastra from Merton Valley. Lane 4, Connor Lee from West Essex. In lane 5, Ricardo Chaikin from Ridgewood. In lane 6, Brady Ayers from Merton Valley. In lane 7, Elliot Yazanowski from Randolph. In lane 8, Lars Harrison from Hamilton Y. Up next, we have the girls 9-10 100-yard freestyle, heat 1 of 3. In lane 2, Amelia Keat from MLY Phoenix. Lane 3, Maya Merrick from Lakeland Hills. Lane 4, Peyton Smith from Randolph. Lane 5, Kaylee Smith from Merton Valley. And in lane 6, Sophia Seguillo Panin from Randolph. This is heat 2 of the girls 9-10 100 freestyle. In lane 1, Mackenzie Atkins from Randolph. Lane 2, Hannah Kaplan from Merton Valley. Lane 3, Tanina Dreyer from Merton Valley. Lane 4, Caroline Yao from Lakeland Hills. In lane 5, Stella Somahano from Lakeland Hills. In lane 6, Chloe Ma from Ridgewood. In lane 7, Ava Paramabita from Ridgewood. And in lane 8, Anya Nadkarni from Ridgewood. This is heat 3 of the girls 9-10 100 freestyle. In lane 1, Callie Sidens from Lakeland Hills. Lane 2, Sophia Gold from Randolph. Lane 3, Pia Gamiri from Ridgewood. Lane 4, Morgan Sadaka from Ridgewood. Lane 5, Isabella Diaz from Raritan Valley. Lane 6, Harper Doms from Lakeland Hills. Lane 7, Kaylin Park from West Essex. And Lane 8, Emma Zhao from Ridgewood. Your silver qualifying time in this event, 1:16:49. Up now is the boys 9-10 100-yard freestyle heat 1. In lane 1, Patrick Herman from Raritan Valley. Lane 2, Christopher Jeanette from Hamilton Y. In lane 3, James Dang from Raritan Valley. Lane 4, Justin Bergen from Randolph. Lane 5, Charlie Kovacs from Randolph. Lane 6, Leo Lee from Raritan Valley. Lane 7, Aiton Gakamak from Raritan Valley. And Lane 8, Kingsley Zhu from Lakeland Hills. Up next is Heat 2 of the boys 9-10 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Felipe Gonzalez from Raritan Valley. Lane 2, Jonathan Kim from Ridgewood. In lane 3, Hugo Leon from Randolph. Lane 4, Declan Roth Zappo from Raritan Valley. In lane 5, Jay Fairchild from Ridgewood. Lane 6, Gotham Ranawira from Raritan Valley. In lane 7, Ajaswin Sharma from Raritan Valley. And in lane 8, Jack O'Connell from Raritan Valley. It's time for Heat 3 of the boys 910 100 freestyle. In lane 1, London Matter from Ridgewood. In lane 2, Matthew Chapman. From Randolph. Lane 3, Anthony Multari from Hamilton Y. In lane 4, Talon Green from Randolph. Lane 5, Daniel Lee from Ridgewood. Lane 6, Surya Yanamula from Randolph. Lane 7, Dylan Leitoner from Lakeland Hills. And lane 8, Justin Fryer from Raritan Valley. Touching in first, lane 5, Daniel Lee. With a time of 1:22.74. This is Heat 4. Of the boys 910 100 freestyle. Lane 1, Aiden Lee from Ridgewood. Lane 2, Jacob Arocho from Raritan Valley. Lane 3, Colton Ballig from Hamilton Y. In lane 4, Shane Nelson from Randolph. Lane 5, John Schlitt from Lakeland Hills. Lane 6, Nick Albus from Lakeland Hills. And lane 7, Marcus Bunzendahl from Lakeland Hills. In lane 8, Jaden Pineda from Randolph. Your silver qualifying time in this event, 1:17.99. Sure. It's time for the girls 11-12 100 freestyle. This is the first of 5 heats. In lane 1, I believe we have a 9:10 swimmer that missed her event earlier. In lane 3, Annika Agasher from Raritan Valley. Lane 4, Adrienne Patino from Raritan Valley. And lane 5, Grace Flynn from Randolph. This is Heat 2 of the girls 11-12 100-yard freestyle. In lane 2, Rory Grace Thompson from West Essex. Lanes 3, Reagan Maida from Hamilton. Lane 4, Avani Gupta from Raritan Valley. In lane 5, Amelia Williams from Randolph. In lane 6, Kara Casey from Ridgewood. In lane 7, Abby Tatagrain from Raritan Valley. Stephen Keat, thank you for the like and the subscription. Really appreciate supporters like you. Those in the chat and watching now, follow Stephen's lead. Smash that subscribe button with unbridled enthusiasm. Really helps us grow. We will be at Silvers next weekend at GCIT. So if you don't want to miss any of that action, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can see what we got going on then. Heat 3 on the blocks now for the girls 11-12 100 freestyle. In lane 1, Abigail Goldman from Ridgewood. Lane 2, Samaya Bovel from Ridgewood. Lane 3, Caitlin Wilmot from Lakeland Hills. Lane 4, Navi Knoll from Randolph. Lane 5, Tessa Milando from Randolph. Lane 6, Amelia DeGabriel from Ridgewood. Lane 7, Ashley McDonald from Randolph. And lane 8, Emily Gallen from Raritan Valley. Touching first out of lane 7 with a time of 109.62. Ashley McDonald. Heat 4. In lane 1, Jaina Corellius from MLY Phoenix. Lane 2, Maddie Carley from Ridgewood. In lane 3, Tyler Parkins from Lakeland Hills. Her teammate in lanes 4 and 5, Elizabeth Barnard and Ava Sahwal. In lane 6, Angelica Sandoval from Randolph. In lane 7, Heidi Ross from Hamilton. And in lane 8, Brianna Zhang from Raritan Valley. Heat 1 of 4 of the boys 11, 12, 100 freestyle. In lane 2, Cooper Heidelberg from Raritan Valley. Lane 3, Nayan Nalayanda from Ridgewood. Lane 4, Jake Sable from Randolph. Lane 5, Rishi Shah from West Essex. And lane 6, Colin Duck from Hamilton. This is Heat 2 of the boys 11, 12, 100 freestyle. In lane 1, Wesley Richardson from Ridgewood. Lane 2, Toy Chow from Raritan Valley. Lane 3, Gordon He from Raritan Valley. Lane 4, Elliot Yazanoski from Randolph. In lane 5, Sam Hickerson from Raritan Valley. Lane 6, Lars Harrison from Hamilton. In lane 7, James Ward from Randolph. And in lane 8, Wayne Canastra from Raritan Valley. This is Heat 3 of the boys 11, 12, 100 yard freestyle. In lane 1, Dave Edelbach from Ridgewood. Lane 2, Joshua Kishnernan from Ridgewood. Lane 3, Ricardo Chaikin from Ridgewood. In lane 4, Matt Martino from Randolph. Lane 5, Connor Lee from West Essex. In lane 6, Jamison Trout from Randolph. Lane 7, Caleb Murphy from Raritan Valley. And lane 8, Marvel Susiati from Raritan Valley. Touching in first in lane 8 with a silver qualifying time of 1:04.46. This is the fourth and final heat of the boys 11, 12, 100 freestyle. In lane 1, Caleb Mendez from Raritan Valley. Lane 2, Ryan Naruzi from Ridgewood. Lane 3, Sohan Patel from Raritan Valley. Lane 4, Jayyoung Sun from Ridgewood. Lane 5, Chris Maith from Ridgewood. In lane 6, Martin Sarkani from West Essex. In lane 7, Yavuz Ozbek from Ridgewood. And in lane 8, Jason Hubler from MLY Phoenix. Your silver qualifying time in this event, 1:06:59. We had an athlete in the last heat qualify. Lane 5, Chris Maith will qualify for silvers and take the heat in a time of 1:06:44. All right, into the water now is the girls' 9:10 50-yard backstroke, heat 1. In lane 3, Amelia Keat from MLY Phoenix. Lane 4, Caroline Yao from Lakeland Hills. And lane 5, Helen Askelson from Raritan Valley. This is heat 2 of the girls' 9:10 50 backstroke. In lane 1, Maya Merrick from Lakeland Hills. Lane 2, Anya Nadkarni from Ridgewood. Lane 3, Peyton Smith from Randolph. Lane 4, Caroline Compton from Raritan Valley. Lane 5, Callie Sidens from Lakeland Hills. In lane 6, Mackenzie Atkins from Randolph. And in lane 7, Zainab Khan from Raritan Valley. This is heat 3 in the water now for the girls' 9:10 50 backstroke. In lane 1, Harper Doms from Lakeland Hills. Lane 2, Kaylin Park from West Essex. Lane 3, Tanina Dreher from Raritan Valley. Lane 4, Karen DeVoe from Randolph. Lane 5, Sophia Gould from Randolph. Lane 6, Jordan Ayers from Raritan Valley. In lane 7, Chloe Ma from Ridgewood. And in lane 8, Emily Yu from Ridgewood. All right, this is the 4th and final heat of the girls' 9:10 50 backstroke. In lane 1, Ashley Hu from West Essex. In lane 2, Kenzie Foster from Lakeland Hills. Lane 3, Morgan Sadaka from Ridgewood. Lane 4, Caroline Kopitek from West Essex. In lane 5, Stella Samahano from Lakeland Hills. In lane 6, Ella Ninel from Raritan Valley. In lane 7, Zoe Saunders from Raritan Valley. And in lane 8, Pia Gamiri from Ridgewood. Your winner out of lane 4, Caroline Kopitek, qualifying for silvers. Lane 5 swimmer Stella Samahano also qualifying for silvers. We will see you ladies next weekend at GCIT. The boys 9, 10, 50-yard backstroke, heat 1. In lane 3, Aiden Colon from Raritan Valley. Lane 4, Jay Fairchild from Ridgewood. Lane 5, Charlie Kovacs from Randolph. And lane 6, David Kishnernan from Ridgewood. Heat 2 of the boys 9, 10, 50 backstroke. In lane 1, Jonathan Kim from Ridgewood. Lane 2, David Knoll from Randolph. Lane 3, Declan Wealth Zappo from Raritan Valley. Lane 4, Matthew Chapman from Randolph. In lane 5, Gotham Vanawira from Raritan Valley. Lane 6, Joshua Boone from MLY Phoenix. In lane 7, Christopher Jeanette from Hamilton Y. And lane 8, Hugo Leon from Randolph. This is heat 3 of the boys 9, 10, 50-yard backstroke. In lane 1, Surya Yanamula from Randolph. Lane 2, Colton Ballag from Hamilton Y. In lane 3, Marcus Bunzendahl from Lakeland Hills. In lane 4, Jacob Aracho from Raritan Valley. In lane 5, Hunter Mikas from Randolph. Lane 6, Talon Green from Randolph. In lane 7, Alexander Maliev from Raritan Valley. And lane 8, Anthony Multari from Hamilton Y. All right, this is the fourth and final heat of the boys 9-10 50 backstroke. In lane 1, Dylan Latner from Lakeland Hills. Lane 2, Justin Bergen from Randolph. Lane 3, Aiden Jew from Lakeland Hills. Lane 4, Jaden Pineda from Randolph. In lane 5, Aiden Lee from Ridgewood. Lane 6, John Schlitt from Lakeland Hills. In lane 7, David Kim from Ridgewood. And lane 8, London Matter from Ridgewood. Your silver qualifying time in this event, 40.69. This is the girls 11-12 50-yard backstroke, heat 1. In lane 3, Rachel Kaplan from Raritan Valley Y. In lanes 4 and 5, both from Lakeland Hills, Caitlin Wilmot and Maris Koza. Of the girls 11-12 50-yard backstroke. In lane 2, Ashley McDonald from Randolph. Her teammates in lanes 3 and 4, Alba Sagio Lupanen and Emma Addison. In lane 5, Anya Sridhar from Raritan Valley. Lane 6, Avani Gupta from Raritan Valley. And lane 7, Tyler Parkins from Lakeland Hills. It's very sensitive. This is heat 3 now in the water of the girls 11-12 50 backstroke. In lane 1, Madden Chamau from Randolph. In lane 2, Alexandra Mazarigos from Hamilton. In lane 3, Maddie Carley from Ridgewood. Her teammate in lane 4, Isabella de Gabriel. In lane 5, Brianna Zhang from Raritan Valley. Lane 6, Ava Sahawal from Lakeland Hills. In lane 7, Cedar Boyd from Raritan Valley. And lane 8, Heidi Ross from Hamilton. This is the fourth and final heat of the girls 11-12 50-yard backstroke. In lane 1, Madeline Keegan from Raritan Valley. Lane 2, Emily Cuven from Randolph. Lane 3, Kara Chang from Hamilton. In lane 4, Ella Bowen from Lakeland Hills. In lane 5, Reese Nelson from Randolph. Lane 6, Constanza Durantis from Raritan Valley. In lane 7, Nika Zenia from Hamilton Y. And in lane 8, Allison Chen from Raritan Valley. Your top finisher qualifying for silvers out of lane 4 in a time of 33:24, Ella Bowen. All right, now it's time for the boys 11-12-50 backstroke heat 1. In lane 2, Sam Higgerson from Raritan Valley. Lane 3, Soya Mazel from Randolph. Lane 4, Wayne Canastra from Raritan Valley. In lane 5, Nicholas Dungan from Randolph. And lane 6, Param Shukla from Raritan Valley. It's time for heat 2 of the boys 11-12 50-yard backstroke. In lane 1, Richard Gia from West Essex. Lane 2, Jameson Trout from Randolph. Lane 3, Martin Sarkani from West Essex. In lane 4, Johnny Domestica from Raritan Valley. In lane 5, Ricardo Chacon from Ridgewood. In lane 6, Dave Edelbach from Ridgewood. In lane 7, Rishi Shah from West Essex. And in lane 8, Keenan Kudiyar from West Essex. All right, sliding into the pool now, heat 3 of the boys 11-12 50-yard backstroke. In lane 1, Gordon Heath from Raritan Valley. Lane 2, Isaiah Cripps from MLY Phoenix. Lane 3, Ryan Naruzzi from Ridgewood. His teammates in 4, 5, and 6, David Yu, Yavuz Ozbek, and Christian Piergentile. In lane 7, James Ward from Randolph. And in lane 8, Lars Harrison from Hamilton Y. Touching in first in lane 6, Christian Piergentile at the time of 35:24, fast enough to qualify him for silvers next weekend. That silvers qualifying time being 36.19. This is the fourth and final heat of the 11-12 boys 50 back Lane 1, William Lockey. 2, William Ganau. 3, Ashton Zhang. 4, Jason Hubler. 5, Chris Maith. 6, Elad Ben Yosef. 7, Jai Young Sun. And lane 8, David Chung. Again, silver qualifying time, 36:19. Lane 6, Elad Ben Yosef, world qualifier for silvers, with a time of 34:42. All right, moving right along. This is heat one of the girls 910 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 1, Caroline Yao from Lakeland Hills. Lane 2, Sophia Clement from Randolph. Lane 3, Ava Paramabita from Ridgewood. Lane 4, Sophia Gold from Randolph. In lane 5, Lindy Chen from Lakeland Hills. In lane 6, Callie Sidens from Lakeland Hills. In lane 7, Hannah Kaplan from Merton Valley. And in lane 8, Grace Harahy from Ridgewood. Silver qualifying time in this event, 1:40.89. Your winner, lane 4, Sophia Goral, will take it with a time of 1:37.29. This is the boys 910 100-yard breaststroke heat 1. In lane 3, Adi Bhattacharjee, excuse me, from Meriden Valley. Lane 4, David Knoll from Randolph. Lane 5, Leo Lee from Meriden Valley. And lane 6, Charles Kovacs from Randolph. Coming to the wall for first out of lane 4 with a time of 1:46.59. David Knoll. This is the boys 9-10 100-yard breaststroke heat 2. In lane 1, Daniel Lee from Ridgewood. Lane 2, Nick Albus from Lakeland Hills. Lane 3, Alexander Maliev from Meriton Valley. Lane 4, Justin Freyer from Meriton Valley. In lane 5, Sam Herbst from West Essex. In lane 6, David Kim from Ridgewood. In lane 7, Kingsley Zhu from Lakeland Hills. And in lane 8, Felipe Gonzalez from Meriton Valley. Your silver qualifying time in this event, 1:45.29. Zoom out a little bit. I know. Touching in first at a lane 6, qualifying for silvers, David Kim. Also qualifying for silvers out of lane 5, Sam Herbst. This is the girls 11-12 100-yard breaststroke heat 1. In lane 3, Grace Flynn from Randolph. Lane 4, Gabby Pagan from Meriton Valley. In lane 5, Mia Dimitrowski from Ridgewood. And lane 6, Vivian Kennedy from Meriton Valley. This is heat 2 of the girls 11-12 100-yard breaststroke. Heat 2, Lane 1, Rachel Kaplan from Merton Valley. In Lane 2, Ashley McDonald from Randolph. Lane 3, Kaya Zybit from Randolph. In Lane 4, Layla Dunstan from West Essex. In Lane 5, Abigail Goldman from Ridgewood. Lane 6, Haley Coe from West Essex. In Lane 7, Amelia Williams from Randolph. And in Lane 8, Kirsten Behrens from Randolph. This is the third and final heat of the girls 11-12 100 breaststroke. In Lane 1, Grace Moran from West Essex. Lane 2, Alba Sagrio Lepanin from Randolph. Lane 3, Samaya Boval from Ridgewood. In Lane 4, Alina Kavney from MOI Phoenix. Lane 5, Elizabeth Barnard from Lakewood Hills. In Lane 6, Patricia Koo from Hamilton. In Lane 7, Edith Wong from West Essex. And in Lane 8, Maris Koza from Lakeland Hills. Silver qualifying time in this event, 1:27.19. Your winner out of Lane 4, Elena Cavney, will qualify for silvers with a time of 1:24.69. We have two heats now. This is heat 1 of the boys 11-12 100 breaststroke. In Lane 3, Jake Sable from Randolph. Lane 4, Brady Ayers from Raritan Valley. In Lane 5, James Ward from Randolph. And Lane 6, Cooper Heidelberg from Raritan Valley. Now it's time for heat 2 of the boys 11, 12, 100 breaststroke. In Heat 2, Lane 1, Johnny Damasica from Meriton Valley. In Lane 2, Christian Pergentile from Ridgewood. Lane 3, William Ganau from Ridgewood. Lane 4, David Yu from Ridgewood. In Lane 5, Caleb Mendez from Meriton Valley. Lane 6, Ashton Zhang from Ridgewood. In Lane 7, Soham Patel from Meriton Valley. In Lane 8, Isaiah Cripps from MLY Phoenix. Silver qualifying time in this event, 1:29.99. So if you break 1:30, you're going to silvers. But you have to be under 1:30. Like 1:30.00 doesn't work. 1:29.99 is the cut. Your winner out of lane 5, 1:23.86, Caleb Mendez. We are sticking with the 11-12 boys, but changing the event. This is the boys 11-12 200-yard freestyle. All right, getting ready. This is the boys 11-12 200 free heat 1. Of 1. In lane 2, Elad Ben Yosef from Randolph. Lane 3, Ashton Zhang from Ridgewood. In lane 4, Matt Martino from Randolph. Lane 5, Ryan Naruzi from Ridgewood. In lane 6, Jai Young Sun from Ridgewood. And lane 7, Jamison Trout from Randolph. I know. Our start camera is affixed to a set of bleachers where our athletes are being marshaled for the next heat. So if you see it shaking sometimes, it's the athletes walking down, getting ready to go swim next sometimes. Or athletes get a little excited and like to wave at the camera. Excited swimmers or fast swimmers. Qualifying time for silvers in this event, 2:29.49. Your leader coming to the last 50 out of lane 4 will be Matt Martino. At the conclusion of this race, we're going to have a brief, about 5-minute break before we get started with the relays. Matt Martino is going to come in at a 2:26.32 qualifying for silvers. Touching second at a lane 6, 2:28.14. Jai Young's son also qualifying for silvers. And also qualifying for silvers for third at a lane 2, 2:29.06. Elad Ben Yosef. All right, we're going to have a brief break here before we get started with the relays. Don't go anywhere. Take this opportunity to once again thank you all for watching here on Live Site Productions. Please like the video, share it with your friends and family, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. If you hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button underneath the player, you will be notified whenever we go live. We'll upload content to our YouTube channel. If you were here yesterday, we had some really good racing, and if you missed the end, we went on Instagram Live with Graham Bodner, head coach of Ridgewood YMCA Breaker Swim Team, the host swim club here at this meet. That video is on our YouTube page. You can head to the playlist called Chats with Chris and check out that brief interview there. All right, we are getting ready. Here we go. The girls 9-10 200-yard freestyle relay. Here you go, seeing the kids getting excited. In lane 2, Randolph Y Sharks. Lane 3, Lakeland Hills. Lane 4, Raritan Valley. Lane 5, Ridgewood A. In lane 6, Raritan B. And lane 7, Ridgewood B. LHY out to the lead after the first 100. Morgan Sadaka, lane 5 for Ridgewood A, trying to make chase here in this third leg. Making up quite a bit of ground here to take over Lakeland Hills coming into the last 50 of this 200 freestyle relay. Let's see if the Ridgewood cleanup can finish it. Our anchor in lane 5 for Ridgewood, Pia Gamire. Lakeland Hills swimmer Kenzie Foster at the end. And at the finish, it's going to be Ridgewood with a time of 2:25.84. Lakeland Hills in for second, 2:27.52. And taking third, lane 4, 2:30.79, Raritan Valley. All right, we have the boys 9-10 200-yard freestyle relay. In the boys 200-yard free relay, lane 1, Raritan Valley C, lane 2, Randolph B, lane 3, Ridgewood A, lane 4, Randolph A, lane 5, Lakeland Hills A, lane 6, Raritan A, and lane 7, Raritan B. tight race after this third leg, or in the middle of this third leg, I should say. Ridgewood in 3, Randolph in 4, Lakeland Hills in 5. Randolph taking the lead for the first time in this race. Anchor legs are in the water for our top 3 relays. Let's see if Lakeland Hills can give chase. Try and run down the Randolph team. Looks like they're going to run out of room. Randolph's going to take it in a time of 2:25.54. 2:26.32 for lane 5. That's Lakeland Hills. And Ridgewood would finish for 3rd. All right, we have the first of 2 heats of the girls 11-12 200-yard freestyle relay. In Heat 1, Lane 3, Ridgewood Breakers B. Lane 4, Randolph B. And Lane 5, Raritan Valley C. After the first 2 legs, Randolph has a commanding lead. By about just under 8 seconds, 7.5 seconds. And Randolph will win it in a 2:07.81. This is heat 2 of the girls 11-12 200-yard freestyle relay. In lane 2, Raritan Valley B. In lane 3, Randolph A. In lane 4, Hamilton A. 5, Raritan A. Lane 6, Lakeland Hills A. In lane 7, Ridgewood A. Tight race after the first 50, but not that big of a surprise. Our leaders are Hamilton out of lane 4. Rest of the field trying to give chase. Anything can happen in a relay. We've got 4 girls neck and neck at the second in this second leg. We've got a great race for ending the girls 11-12 bronze championships here. Hamilton taking back the lead. Raritan Valley YMCA on her right. They're all close enough they can all see each other. It's going to be Raritan Valley Riptide at the time of 2:01:42. All right, this is the final event of the session, the boys 11-12 200-yard freestyle relay. In lane 1, Raritan Valley C. Lane 2, Ridgewood C. Lane 3, Ridgewood B. 4, Raritan Valley A. Lane 5, Ridgewood A. Lane 6, Raritan Valley B. And lane 7, Randolph A. Raritan Valley, your leaders after the first 50, trying to capitalize on the girls' energy. Raritan Valley is going to take it with a time of 1:58:62. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for us here at Live Site Productions for the first session of the day, session 3 of the 12 and unders here at the 2022 YMCA Bronze Championships West Region at Witherspoon Pool at Princeton Middle School in New Jersey. It's been a great session. We've got the 13 and overs coming up shortly. We will be going live at 12:15 for that session. We've got about an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 10 minutes until that starts. Those athletes should be arriving momentarily so they can begin warm-up. Thanks for tuning in to all those that are still here. I appreciate you sticking around. Come back in about an hour and let's give those 13 and overs some support watching them live. See you then.